will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. An hour, colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Edelman's Patriots going up against Browns Steelers. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
An absolute prototype for what you draw up as a big, strong quarterback that has to stay in the pocket and make big throws with people all around him and even hanging on him, and still has that type of strength to get the ball downfield. Ben Roethlisberger, an absolute rock in the pocket, but he also can escape and make big plays that way as well.
Now Roethlisberger completes it to Hayward Bay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On play action, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarvis Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Brady now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They want to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Hit as he threw it. Charles, that ball's got to come out quicker.
It does, and the way that happens, know where you need to go with the ball in pre-snap. Has to read the coverage, has to have a great idea so he knows he can get rid of it right now to an open receiver.
Because he had no back in there to protect him with that 5-wide set.
So you know what, you become your own blitz control because you've got to deliver the ball and know you're going to get hit.
And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down and 1. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down. On
1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Brought in by Wheaton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this is caught by Hayward Bay. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darius Hayward Bay, 30 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. All right, this is a guy that needs no introduction to the league. He has been around quite a while.
And it's good that they have him because when he looks around his huddle, he may not have guys with the same experience he has. Maybe some of the youngsters, and his veteran leadership should help them along the way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Amendola. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a man who was briefly a Steeler himself. This is LeGarrette Blount. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, here to Coates. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Rob Ninkovich is one of those great gems that got polished up over time. Whether he's rushing as a defensive end or playing outside linebacker, he's awfully productive.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Watch right, watch right, watch right.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's a preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. On second down, Roethlisberger. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Roethlisberger. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll run it with Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Le'Veon Bell stopped short of the line to gain. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Mitchell, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Green's got it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 1 quarter in the books, and it's the Steelers with the early lead. More from the Steel City coming up after this. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Ben to throw again. And this is caught by Hayward-Bay. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, that was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know that even the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
I got trip this side. Trip this side. We got 3.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
20.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And how about this, a fake? And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that reverberates, the one that denied Seattle back-to-back Super Bowl titles. But he's become a very talented, good player in the league. He's not going to just be remembered for one play.
So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off William Gay. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. Really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen.
make no difference. Rattling my replacement heart of gold. I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Rodgers' Packers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep for the Packers, Micah Hyde. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be a Green Bay 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
2nd down now after the pass completion. And again, it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. 7 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Packers a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
319!
Rodgers again now. That's caught at the 2. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. Oh, the spin. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to set.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And let's see the Packers defensively, 6 DBs. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sam Barrington with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Hyde. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 10 here. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around.
He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Julius Peppers, some would call him the grand old man. He'd hate that. He just want to be a seasoned veteran who continues to make plays at a Pro Bowl level.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's the fullback, 38 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Out in the flat for Starks. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down, Rodgers. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, they can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Second down now after the incompletion. Rodgers will try again on second down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. One back is Lacey. Rodgers to throw once more. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And now it's third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Rodgers again here on second and 10. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now Rodgers.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, and it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. So possession changes hands on the final play of the first quarter. 10-7 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. One back is Lacey. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Rodgers now on first down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection... Trying to shake off the interception from the last. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal.
319. Go.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And that is incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. From deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Packers are going to have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Caught on the right side by Adams. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds Hayward Bay. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
319! 319!
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. So we've got a tie game at half, and you can bet both coaches are in that locker room making adjustments and telling their guys to just keep playing hard like they did in the first half. All right, let's roll the highlights. Now midway through the first, Cobb's going to haul in the pass, and this play goes for a score. That takes the lead up to 7. Steelers take it at the 39. Nix is wide open here on the catch, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. We're tied back up at 7. Now 1st and 10. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Packers will come away with the football. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Cobb is found on the quick pass, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. Packers line up at the 13. Rodgers under pressure and throws the pick. Steelers defense happy to get off the field. Offense out now following the INT. Bell's going to take it up the middle, and this run goes for a touchdown, cutting the deficit to 3. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to Lambeau Field for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility?
Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And caught right side, Green. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. And they forced 4 turnovers now in that last possession, most recently the interception.
I'd love to be in charge of their highlight video at the end of the season, though, because this game, you could cut it into one sequence, take away, take away, take away, take away, and everyone goes home happy.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 73 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams, when they have that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover or a big kick return, whatever that is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give up any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. And there's a good opportunity to just win a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, they got him again. Clay Matthews in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Wheaton with a catch right side. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This from 54 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So make it 3 field goals for him now. And this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Now the Packers get set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Brown. Look at the spin.
Balance.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. We get a look at the Packers defense as they work their way into position. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marcus Wheaton, 54 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Black fire! Monday! Kings. All right, here we go. 180.
Delay of game, offense. The penalty is declined.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
That penalty is declined.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. And some room to work.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the... And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 17 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And there they got him the ball just Get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Hayward Bay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sam Shields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Rodgers now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On second down, Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green from 19 yards away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Roethlisberger looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sam Shields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, earned them 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Extra point now by Boswell. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And my goodness, another. And look out, I think he's going to go. Picked off, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they're going to speed things up here. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return, it's high. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, here's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat for Lacey. taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Jeff Janis, 70 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Wheaton will return it. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be Packer football.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back can.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jeff Janis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Escapes the sack. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drop? Lacy hit. He lost the football. It's out. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Rodgers. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now here is another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sam Shields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And that is incomplete here. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Dropping it off for starts. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sam Shields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it.
And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Pardon, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
But they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
They go back to the air here after the Ions. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews in there for an important sack as that moves him past his father, also named Clay Matthews, who racked up 69.5 from 1978 to 1996. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll roll. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jake Ryan able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And now here's another Interception. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they...
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Packers pick it up. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, first and goal at the 4-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fielded at the 20. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here." And do something some other time, but some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now it's Rodgers, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. Third down and 4. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Adams has it complete. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Rodgers now on, and he's gonna be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. from Lambeau. Good night, everybody.